Demon Hunters. I already know what you're thinking, bro. Cappy, what in the world is that? Well, hear me out, all right? Hear me out. And actually blame Goji Guy because he's the one that told me to watch this this movie in the first place. He kept asking if I watched it, so we finally did. And he actually made a video titled, Can the Demon Hunters Stop Godzilla? So I was interested. And I will say, bro, the movie, I mean, it's good. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a pretty good movie. And the music in it, dude, the songs, my goodness, they are so good. Okay, let's get into the video. So once again, a shout out to my boy Goji Guy. Like I said, he was the one that suggested me his video and the movie to watch. And I'm not gonna say I love the movie. Okay, I love the movie. Let's get in here.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
It was good.
That looks so lit.
I'm already gonna have to pause, dude. That was my exact thought. When Goji sent me this movie, it was like, dude, you have to watch this movie. It's so good. I was like, bro, K-pop Demon Hunters, like, what are we doing here, Goji? Whatever. But the songs, dude, the songs are so good. And it was making me like want to sing along. Listen.
That looks so lit.
I think that's Golden, right? Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
so
yeah. It was so good.
Like, really good.
It was
I
so
thought
good.
This film would suck. I mean, K-pop
Me
and
too.
demon hunting? Yeah, sounds lame. But wow, was I wrong.
Yeah.
This film is absolute peak.
I agree.
Being the brain-rotted Godzilla and Versus channel that I am, I of course immediately wanted to make a video on it. And you all don't think I can. Come on. I'm the same guy that made a Godzilla versus Fortnite video. The same
That's
guy
facts. That was a
made
good video.
fair Jurassic World versus Pacific Rim video. You don't think I can do something on demons? Come on. But in case you're watching and haven't watched K-pop Demon Hunters yet, let me catch you up.
It's
The Demon
very
Hunters
good. It's
are
very
an elite
good.
group of demonic hunters, each generation taken from the last. We meet ones from long ago, to the 50s to the modern day, where we meet our team, Rumi, Zoe, and Mira. The Demon Hunters fight against demons that are sent to Earth by their leader, Krima, a giant ancient fire demon who controls the demon world, sending demons to the surface to try and steal souls.
Who was, by the way, like, I would have rather it, I don't know if Goji will feel the same, but I would have rather, like, it not just be fire the entire time. I mean, I know it had a face somewhat towards the end, but, like, I would have liked to see this thing as, like, a Thanos, like a King Thanos type vibe, sitting in the king's chair, you know, kind of just being there, rather than just a volcanic fire-looking thing. That was the only thing I was just kind of like, I mean, it's a fire talking. It's not a person. I would have rather it just been like the ultimate demon or something. Anyways, back to
demon who controls the demon world, sending demons to the surface to try and steal souls and destroy the Hone Moon, a mystical barrier that the hunters protect and keeps the demons away. The hunters not only protect humanity, but they keep their souls safe. But for this video, we'll have a new hypothetical. What if Krima gambled with the leftover souls he had saved? With all the emergency reserves he has left, he forms a new demon, stronger than any before.
He forms
Not a water
Godzilla.
demon, not a hat demon, nothing like anything before. A monstrous beast, taking all the vengeful spirits from World War II and forming them into one single entity. 60 meters tall,
It'd be fire.
30,000 metric tons, and skin like those of radiation scars. White eyes.
I feel like
that
I don't
pierce
have
through
my
the black
contacts
void of
in.
the demon world, and standing eye to
Can't
eye
see.
with Krima from the bottom of his monument. The king of the monsters and now demons. The dark god of destruction.
King of the
Godzilla,
demons.
AKA Godzilla. In today's video, we're taking the Godzilla that feeds on souls and seeing if the K-pop Demon Hunters can take him down. Hello everyone, I'm your host Goji Guy, and today we have one of the strangest videos on this channel.
Definitely strange.
As today we asked,
Definitely.
can the K-pop Demon Hunters take down Godzilla?
Now, we'll pause right here because, for one, the thumbnail is just beautiful. But I gotta say, if you haven't seen the movie, this is definitely gonna be a little bit of a weird theory. But I'll say at the beginning, I don't think the Demon Hunters would have taken out Godzilla, to be honest with you. Like, they were good fighting demons, but, like, not Godzilla, the king of demons. You know what I'm saying? By the end, though, which he's probably going to get into, but I'm just going to give my opinion real quick. By the end, when they actually got all the good souls and they were, like, fighting with everyone, you know what I'm saying? I think he'll probably show
Without
it. We'll
further
see.
ado,
I think they
let's
could
get
have
into
beat
it.
him at that point. We'll see.
Again, hello everyone, I'm Goji Guy, and today we have an interesting
Because
video
the main
for
girl
sure.
becomes a
I know what
savage.
many of you are thinking. The K-pop Demon Girls versus
The one in the
King
middle.
of the Monsters? This can't be close at all. And I know what it seems like, but
At the
I
beginning,
swear
it wouldn't
it's
be.
closer than it looks. If you're new to the channel, firstly, howdy and welcome. I post videos ranging from kaiju, dinosaurs, sci-fi,
Now, it
and
also
anime.
depends on
And
what
depending on how this
Godzilla,
video
you know?
does, I'd be happy to add K-pop Demon Hunter to the roster.
'Cause
So if you
singular
end up liking
point-
this video, I want to see more like this in the
Or
future.
HE double
Make sure to
hockey
subscribe.
sticks. No.
Firstly, we need to cover what the conditions are, the character's feats, and then decide who would win. So with that being said, let's start with Godzilla, as he'll be much easier to cover. So let's start with the king.
With the king.
For this video, we're going to be covering all of his feats at once to get a good idea of what he's capable of, starting with strength. Luckily, GMK only has one movie, so it shouldn't be too long to cover his feats. Just from standing,
Oh, we're just
he's
going with
able
this
to lift the
Godzilla.
ship.
Okay.
He knocks a crane over with ease,
Well-
demolishes a hospital, and destroys a hill in his way. Now onto actual known weights. He's able to tail slap and toss Baragon, who weighs in at 10,000 metric tons. And lastly, he's able to throw Ghidorah, who weighs 25,000 metric tons.
Yeah, he
So
tossed
Goji is
Ghidorah,
comfortably
by the way.
moving tens of thousands of metric tons of weight. In terms of speed, he's able to duck under Baragon's leap, and he's able to turn around
Reggie?
to slap him, as we mentioned. And he's also able to block a torpedo launch at him by using Ghidorah as a shield. For durability, he takes spikes from Mothra to the face, and while clearly bothered, it doesn't show any lasting damage.
Here's my thing already. So even with those spikes that, or whatever Mothra was throwing at him, you see how tiny they were, right? And they are doing some damage to Godzilla. Maybe not a lot, but I mean, they're doing some damage to Godzilla. Now, as you go back, he was talking about how he was fast and was able to like hit Baragon and whatever. Baragon's huge. At this point, you wouldn't even see it. If the Demon Hunters were right here, you wouldn't even see them. They're humans. You know what I'm saying? They're small. So my thing is like, sure, he's fast, but will he even be able to get them? You know what I'm saying?
And
They're
he's also able to
small
block a
and
torpedo
fast.
launch at him by
Very
using Ghidorah
fast.
as a shield.
They're anime
For durability,
characters.
he takes spikes from
Technically.
Mothra to the face, and while clearly bothered, it doesn't show any lasting damage. Missiles with built-in drills literally warp and snap off his body. He tanks a barrage of missiles. He takes Ghidorah's beams and Baragon's bites, and is able to take Ghidorah's hollow purple of a shield, slamming straight into his chest, and launching him far away into the water with little to no damage.
Y'all gotta see
So it
the
seems
movie,
the
though.
only thing
It's
that
pretty
really
good. It's on
bothers him
Netflix
are the
if you
small
haven't.
stabbing attacks, as we see with Mothra's spikes. Interesting. Onto abilities. He of course has his atomic breath,
Interesting.
which is a wild ability in its own right. Being able to simply destroy jets, to being able to form a mushroom cloud, and blowing up the Guardian Kaiju with relative ease. Other than that, he's able to absorb energy from attackers and take their beams, as you see with Ghidorah, and
Yep.
he has a really strong roar.
Basically
being able to
taking
shatter
the
glass
soul.
from far away. He also has good regen, but you'll
Basic.
see why we won't really worry about that in a
For the
moment.
movie.
So with that out of the way, let's cover the K-pop Demon Hunters. And man, just writing that at the time of making this, that being 2 a.m., it sounds silly, yes, but I swear, they are much stronger than they look. Let's get into it.
For sure.
Next up is the Huntrix team, consisting of Rumi, Zoe, and Mira. These three girls are more or less relative in terms of their power, but Rumi should be a bit stronger than the others, that being thanks to her demon half.
Yeah, she's
To get a
half
good gauge
demon,
of her
half
strength,
human.
Speed and durability, we need to really cover the verse as well, and then do some of our own calculations to determine how strong they can hit and how fast they are. Also, I should add, we're using their end of film forms, that being when they're buffed by all the audience's souls.
Okay,
That
there
being
is. See
these
what I was
versions right
saying?
here.
So
to
this
get a good
version,
gauge, let's start.
it'll
with
be
the
a good
demons.
fight.
Starting as early as a few minutes into the film, we see the plane crew demons, who once escaping the hunters, end up destroying the plane, ripping it in half, and tearing the wing off.
And
We
they're
later
just eating
see
ramen.
that the cannon fodder that is the faceless demons, when traveling in a large group, while some jumped onto the train, many of them took the train head on, getting rammed into and were a-okay. And that's really the most impressive things that the low-tier demons do. But as you see, in large swarms, such as the train jackers, it seems they can squeeze their way through the Honmoon, a global interdimensional barrier. Now, that's the one thing that's really hard to cover. The Honmoon is a strange thing, as we don't know how powerful it is, as it depends on the humans around the world and their spirits. But at that point in time, it was still holding okay. So the fact that in large groups, they can rip through this is impressive. Now, onto Genu.
Play games with us.
The boy band.
The top tier.
Bro, I'm
demon
telling you,
besides
the
Krima
songs
himself.
in this
Is it
movie-
Krima or Krima?
They were
That's how
fire.
It sounds that they say in the film, but if I'm butchering it, I apologize. I think it's Krima. I'm not. Anyways, Genu should be on par, if not a little lower than the other Saja boys, as he is a demon that was once human, while the other Saja boys are just full demons. But that in itself is heavily debated. So we'll just say they're all on par. So let's start with Genu. We see that just from bumping into her, he's able to literally send Rumi into the air. In
Yeah,
this
that
goofy scene.
confused me.
He's able
She
to rip
barely-
through
or he
Rumi's
barely
battlesuit,
touched her.
And I won't cover it now.
She
but
went
not only are
flying.
the girls super durable, but so are their suits. But give me a moment and we'll explain that later. And he's then able to compete with Rumi's strength and even outdo her in certain moments. He takes a full force kick from Rumi. He's seemingly unaffected by Krima's fire. He barely moves from an enraged demon enhanced Rumi. And guys, he's alive, I swear. He's not dead, he's alive, I swear. Okay, but really, he's able to take a full force blow from Krima for quite a while. Keep in mind, this is the same
And act
Krima
like it was
that
nothing,
covers the
by the
world
way.
in darkness during the concert. And along with that, in his prime, as Genu says himself, his roars alone could shake the world, which I don't think is an exaggeration. I mean, he shows he can mind control millions at a time, as seen in the final concert.
That's
and
facts.
it's likely that it was a worldwide effect, not just Korea. So with that aside, let's cover Rumi's stuff, and then just assume that the other girls are slightly below her. Unless they have anything super impressive exclusively, then I'll cover it. Now, why do I keep hyping them up? Well, firstly, their bare minimum job as a demon hunter and protector of the Honmoon means they have to consistently monitor a global structure. Now, I'm not saying they're as strong as it. No. Just the fact that they're the maintainers gives them some good credit for stuff we'll cover in a moment. We see at the start of the film, the girls jump from cruising altitude and proceed to fall all the way down to the ground.
Yeah, they
to the
just
point where
jumped.
They're glowing blue.
No
and slam into the
parachutes.
ground unscathed. They are at bare minimum hitting the ground with the force of a missile. And if you want to be clinically insane like myself and want to highball this, well, the fact that they were glowing blue means they hit the ground at roughly Mach 25, meaning they are hitting with force equivalent to the strongest bombs. Not atomic bombs, but think Moab levels. And that's just the surface. As
Yeah,
you
that's
see,
kind of insane.
Demons also took the same fall and showed no damage, while seemingly dazed, still no injuries. Now, I don't do power scaling, but I will be using some of their calculations. That being the fact that the demons no-selled the attack, which, borrowing from power scaling, means they should be, at bare minimum, able to take blows 10 times stronger. So imagine them taking that fall 10 times over.
And then they get
so we have
wiped
demons
out
that at bare minimum
by the
can
hunters
withstand
pretty quick.
multiple missile strikes worth of force, and possibly even small asteroids. But then, what happens after that? Oh, well, the demon hunters just one-tap them, which means they should be even 10 times stronger than the demons that are 10 times stronger than that fall. The girls are hitting with absolutely ridiculous force.
That's solid
this
math.
just being their physical blows, might I add. And that's why we bring up their weapons. Firstly, we know the weapons aren't necessarily stronger than the girls. Rather, they just make it easier to kill demons. As you see with Zoe, who is the smallest of the three, so in turn she should be the physically weakest, is able to simply just kick demons to death. The tools just make it easier to do so. Also, the weapons should be as strong as the girls make the Honmoon. So if anything, they should be stronger.
That
in a
sword
sense,
goes hard.
as they are the ones
The
that
one
are
in the
actively
middle.
making the Honmoon stronger. Along with that, their weapons are more or less infinite, as they can just form them whenever, which is great in a battle like this, where their blades might start to break on Godzilla's skin. But their best feat is as a team at the end of the film. We see
Yeah,
that
this
when
is the
buffed,
version
they are
when I
able
was
to
like,
kill
oh,
or at
okay.
least banish an insanely amped version of Krima. When looking at him at the start of the film versus then, he is many times stronger, and is likely at his peak performance, as he seems to be able to do what Genu said he was able to do long ago. And the girls, with a single pulse, they vaporize Krima, destroy his global darkness storm thing, and create
just
a new
revive
Honmoon,
the
killing a
entire
being
world, basically.
that can manipulate the world, and then adding a global structure to it. Yeah. Let me simplify that real fast.
I mean-
They kill a guy that was able to plunge the world into darkness just from being there. Does that mean they can do that? No. But they're able to kill a guy that can. And that's just from him existing there. Imagine
That's
how
facts.
powerful he actually is. And they just kill him. Like that. But now, onto speed. We see they're able to get across the
They
city
are
in a matter
quick.
of what seems like
Very
seconds to
fast.
possibly at most a minute, as they are informed when the Honmoon is breached and are able to figure out where it is and kill the demon before they injure anyone. There are also plenty of random things. Zoe being able to catch a lot of chips in the air in less than a second, along with being able to quickly talk to Mystery while he's in slow-mo. Or how Mira is able to
That's
grab parts out of
facts,
the air,
dude.
while
I didn't
going
even
fast
think
enough to
about
slap
that.
people down to the ground. Or how Rumi climbs a building in a matter of seconds. But here's where their best feat comes in. Sit down for this. Rumi, as one does, reacts to teleportation.
Bro,
Now, she likely
yeah.
knew where Gina was
Now,
going to
that was
appear, but
impressive.
The fact that she was able to turn mid-air while he was active.
And the fact, I don't even know that I don't know if he said this, but look, she's already looking behind her when old buddy disappears. Like, why would she know that he's going to be right here as soon as he dips? Like, come on. I mean, that was like one frame that he disappeared and she's already looking back here. Like, you want to talk about speed. This lady right here, and I mean, basically the whole team, they got the speed. Look at this.
While he was actively
Already
teleporting
there.
and hit him is insane. And finally, their abilities. They show they can manipulate light as seen in the plane fight, and are able to also enclose an area. They can generate weapons as much as they need to. They can fly in both their normal and buff states. They can straight up take the power of souls to strengthen the Honmoon, as seen with the original hunters. They can take powers from their fans
And
to
with
further
all
buff
the souls
themselves,
on their squad,
aka
bro.
taking souls like a demon, but not in a fatal way.
It's a wrap,
Rather, it just
unfortunately.
empowers them. They show they can wipe out groups of demons with their attacks, and at most, they can manipulate matter, at least to a small extent, as seen when they form new clothes in the final fight. Oh, and lastly, thanks to the first demon hunters, they should be able to sing really loud, even without a mic, as seen with the original being able to sing across a village.
And sing
they're
very
also
good,
able to
by the way.
banish demons away when strengthening the Honmoon. But there is one other thing, a red card, if you will. With Rumi being half demon, you could make the argument that, while not ethical, she might be able to suck in souls like normal demons, but strictly to buff herself. So, with all that mentioned, let's cover how this fight would go.
I
In
mean,
this fight, for the hunters to realistically be buffed,
I
let's
think
assume
Godzilla
they're in the
loses.
middle of
That
a
version of
performance. As the
Godzilla
crowd
loses.
cheers, and the whole moon
Other
is almost
versions-
fully beaming gold. It
Come on.
happens. The ground shakes, way more than the crowd is able to produce. The lights go out, and the Honmoon blinds him with red. A stomp and a roar is heard. Leaving the theater, they see it. Krima's final play. Godzilla, the king of the monsters. Japanese and Korean beasts come together to try and destroy Huntrix. Godzilla's been promised that he can kill and take as many souls as he wants, as long as he takes down the girls. So, can he? In terms of strength, Godzilla can lift more, but collectively, the girls can hit harder, especially thanks to their pulse. They are faster than him by an unholy amount, and more skilled. But Godzilla is slightly more durable, and it would take a lot of cutting with their weapons to take him down. Godzilla's beam is strong, but they're too fast and small for him to keep an eye on them and land a solid blow. And
Yep.
while he could use his mushroom cloud attack, it would only kill the fans rather than the hunters. Realistically,
And
Godzilla's
that's
best
losing
bet
souls.
is his roar, though it will just deafen the people below, as the hunters' voices would clash against it, and
I will say, though, as he's explaining this, I kind of just thought about something. What if Godzilla were to take out the people that were, giving the good souls to be able to buff old girl? Would that kind of like change the theory here? Maybe he gets into that, but he did mention something about Godzilla only being able You know, if he hits the atomic breath, take out humans. But if he takes out the humans and then the souls are gone, I don't know if that's how it works, but like...
At most, they'd get a ring in their ears.
What if
In a
that
fight like
debuffs
this,
her?
Realistically, the demon hunters are winning. The most likely outcome is they come together to blow him apart with a pulse or two. If he has any small chunks to survive on the ground, they can just lock it away using the Hunmoon. Or using their weapon pulse attacks, they can slowly destroy the spirits within him until he's reduced to nothing. As if he is literally just the physical embodiment of souls. Well, getting rid of said souls, you get rid of him. Now, if Godzilla can land a perfect shot in all three of them,
I guess it
power,
works both
then
ways.
he might be able to take them out. But that would likely never happen. So yes, really, to all those who clicked on this video, expecting the hunters to get demolished, oddly enough, they kind of sweep. But
They
that
kinda
is just
sweep.
this version of Godzilla. If you want to see how they
Just
perform
that
against other
version,
versions
like
of
I said,
G-Man,
yes.
Let me know. But what do you all think? Am I out of my mind? And what do you think of the
Kinda.
thumbnail? We just got a new artist on the team.
Thumbnail's
That beat
fire.
Dung, and he did an amazing first piece.
The thumbnail's
so make
pretty
sure to follow
fire.
his Instagram in the description below. Anyways, am I crazy? Or are the hunters a lot stronger than you first thought?
So I will say, is Goji God crazy? Yeah, I mean, he is, but like, I kind of agree with him. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and watch the movie before you actually, I mean, he kind of explained everything, but still, watch the movie. Other than that, though, guys, thank you for watching with me. Let me know what Godzilla you think would win against him now that you've kind of had the rundown. I will see you tomorrow. I love ya. Goodbye.